everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and we're doing another video for the Every Bit Counts challenge put on by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. So if you're not familiar, I'll give you a little synopsis real quick. I know people are probably tired of hearing this every time, but it's just preserving food in any way, shape, or form that you can that works for your household during the month of August, little bit at a time, whether you got 15 minutes of time or you got an hour and a half of time. Tonight I have a couple hours of free time. I started right after I got home from work, so I wasn't going to sit down on the couch and relax first because then I wouldn't get it done. Stuff like that. So I started right when I got home. I got home at 4:30, so 5 o'clock, because I had to decide what I wanted to do. So 5 o'clock I got home, and we're going to be working on green beans. I'm going to pressure can some green beans. I'm trying to decide what flavors I'm going to do, or right flavors, yeah. Bacon, I know bacon, I'm cooking some bacon right now. It's going to go in one of them. So that's what I'm going to preserve tonight. I'm going to pressure can them for 20 minutes in my pints. And I have an electric pressure canner. You'll see that later. So that's what I'm going to get done tonight. And I'm excited to have that done because my friend gave them to me and they've been sitting in the fridge for a week. And I keep saying I'm going to do them, and today is the day. So let's get started. I'll leave a link down below for Jessica's channel. I'll also leave the hashtag. If you click on that hashtag, you can see everyone else that's part of this challenge. And there's a lot. And there's a lot of good recipes or good ideas, whether it's freeze drying or dehydrating or even just freezer meal type things, freezing things and stuff, or blanching and freezing things. So yes, please enjoy this. It's usually, some people will do several things a week and do one video. Some people do a video every day. I am doing what I can, so I'm giving myself grace if I can't get to it every day to do something. And I really don't have a lot to do every day as far as preserving, because I don't have like a huge garden. I just have container gardens and stuff like that, right? Yeah. So anyway, hopefully you enjoy this video. Cheers! Okay, so we're going to start this with this beautiful bag of beans, wax beans or green beans that were given to me. So I am going to spare you the trouble, and I'm going to wash them all. You don't need to watch that. Wash them all and trim them all. I hope I get them all processed today. I hope. We'll see. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what flavors I want to do my green beans, because I don't just do them. If I do vegetables and I'm canning them, I try to make sure they're already complete sides for me. So I'm making some bacon right now. I just chopped up bacon into little small pieces, so I'm making my own bacon bits. I'm just going to put a few in the bottom. It will not change the pressure cooking time. I'm doing in pint jars. They're already clean, sterilized. I got 12 of them ready. I can get a few more if needed. I diced up a whole bunch of onion. What I don't use, I can put in the freezer, so I already have diced onion. And I got some of my beautiful tomatoes. Aren't they pretty? I know I was going to save them for the corn, but I still got some more coming in. So I think I'm going to use some of them. I ate 2. Sorry, you didn't see it though. In here, I think I want to do a tomato basil green bean. I know, doesn't that sound good? So with some onions in it. So I know it's a lot to pack in just a little jar, but I want flavor, and I want, and that won't change the pressure cooking time either. So I think I'm going to see how much I'll get, but I kind of want to do 6 and 6. 6 with bacon and onion, and then 6 with the basil and tomatoes and onion. So let's do this. Okay, so for these 6, I am going to do onion and bacon in each one. Now, I've done green beans several ways before. I've even done them, dry canning. And I really do like them that way. They're a lot firmer, so if you like a firmer green bean, that's what those are. But I really, really do like them. But I also like, but those are good for, like, if I need them for green bean casserole, stuff like that. Because they're not really flavored. They might be salted or something like that. But that is without any water in them. Oh my God, these make my eyes water. I use my onion goggles. I should put them back on. What did I do with them? Oh no. Oh, they're right here. If you don't have some of these, you need some of these. They work as long as you wear them. Anyway, so what was I saying? So I've done the dry bath. What? Right? Dry bath? Is that what it's called? Dry canning? Anyway, there's no water in them. And I really do like them. But I like those beans more for like green bean casserole, stuff like that, where you're still going to bake them and stuff. These I want as an easy side to just heat in a saucepan for 10 minutes or so and have all the flavor there. And I throw it as a side with some pork chops or some, steaks or something like that. That's what these are going to be for. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so I got some bacon. And we're not doing a lot. We're doing this mostly for flavor. So it's not, you don't want a ton in here because then you would have to pressure cook it more. But this is flavor for your beans. Oh God, my eyes are watering. And you don't have to use real bacon. You can use bacon bits. Make sure it's cooked. You can use the prepackaged bacon bits if you want to. But because this doesn't change, I think it's in the ball book. There's one of them that says, one of my books, that it is okay as long as you don't have, it's not fully, first of all, it's not raw, and it's not a huge percentage of the beans that we're doing. So now these are all washed, ready. I got this, hold on, I'll show you. Beautiful bowl of beans. And I'm just going to stick them in as much as I can. Fill them up. And then I'll top them off. I'm trying to decide if I want to do broth. I think it might be too much. But, yeah, I might do broth. I think I'm going to do chicken broth with them. So, let me fill these up. Okay, so I am going to put some pepper, just a little bit of pepper. Should have put it in the bottom. Forgot. In each one of these. And I'm going to make up some chicken broth real quick. I would put salt in here, but we're going to have enough salt with the chicken broth. So I'm using the Better Than Bouillon chicken. And I'll just make up a little bit of that and get these all going. My jars are not hot. So when I make my broth, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. So it's just kind of like room temperature, because you want everything to be kind of the same temperature. So I want my broth or whatever liquid I'm going to use and put in there. Don't mind my nails. My God, it's been rough. And to do that. So I still have my onion goggles on. I don't want to take them off. I'm going to cry. So let me get the broth going. Actually, instead of the chicken broth, I'm going to use the roasted garlic because I never replenished my garlic when I last used it. So I need to go to the store. I need to remember to get it from the store. But anyway, roasted, this garlic base is really good. The ham base is amazing. But they're so pricey that I buy them once in a blue moon and then I save them up. And I got the beef, the garlic, and the chicken in the fridge right now. So, I'm going to make some of this up and then we're going to top it out. So this will be garlic, bacon, onion, and some pepper in these green beans and wax beans. And they're going to be a great side dish when I need them. Okay. So I'm going to pour my broth in. And then I'll debubble here in a minute and see if we need to add a little extra of anything. I barely warmed this water for this garlic. I just stirred it in and dissolved it. These are going to be so good. Even if you just have chicken broth to put over them. It'd be very yummy. Oh, piece of bacon. That's what I got to eat up. Oh shoot, gotta make more broth. Hold on. Alright, so just debubble. Which you guys, I'm gonna get these debubbled. Then I'll clean. Sometimes I forget to do this. I'm telling you. I get so excited to get them going. You know how it is. All right, I'm gonna finish these. All right, so I wiped off all the rims, got my lids ready. Everything is about the same temperature, finger tight. And we are gonna get ready to pressure can the first batch. Oops. No, I'll come back to that in just a second. Okay, so I have one of the Curie electric pressure canners. I'm telling you, if you're scared to pressure can, get one of these. But if not, hey, use your other pressure can or whatever. But I'm not going to really show you how this works. I've done plenty of videos in the past of how it works. There's other videos out there too, maybe sometime later on when we're not in a time crunch and it's after work and I'm tired. So I do have to put 8 cups of water in here. Ugh. And I just did regular temperature. Whoops. I'm not left-handed, so that was very hard to do. I did put some vinegar in the bottom. All right, so I'm going to get this started. So I'm going to pressure cook them for 20 minutes because they're in the pints. If you do quarts, it's 25 minutes, but I'm doing pints. This machine does not do, it'll do quarts. I think you can fit 4. It does also water bath, but it does not do quart water bath because you have to have such an amount up here at the top and it just won't do it. But it will do water bath for pints. So anyway, let's do this. Okay, so this is going to be the onion, basil, and tomatoes. So I'm just putting some each one. Okay, now I'm going to put in the green beans and then I'm going to layer them, kind of make them cute. If you hear a dog barking, obviously we don't have a dog, it's our neighbor. It must be someone walking by the fence. He's out there barking away. All right, so I'm going to layer a little bit in each one. So this way we're getting these done while the other ones are pressure canning right now. Coming up to temp over there. It'll take about a half hour to get it up to temp. Lifting out a little bit more because I didn't start with hot water. And then, ooh, I hope I got enough. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do, hold on. I got these onions in here. All right, because I want to put tomato and basil in the middle, remember? All right, so I'm cutting them in half. Oops. I'm probably putting, gotta make sure I got enough for all of them. So I'm just cutting them in half. Putting a few, maybe like 3 in each one. To see how much I got. I don't necessarily know if I want to use them all. But oops. Oh, he got squished. I gotta eat him. Gotta make it pretty, you know. Okay. I do a couple more. Some of the other ones. Okay, so now I'm going to get some basil. Okay, so this is kind of probably going to be like a bruschetta green bean. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like a really good side. You know what I mean? A little large. Yeah, definitely. Oh, this smells so good. I just want to kind of make them pretty too, you know. You know. more back here. Get that just a little bit. It's such a mess in here. Let me get a few more basil. I brought some basil in and had it in a jar. Okay. And I think I'm going to use the same garlic broth with it. It's going to have so much flavor. Again, I'm not going to add salt to it because the broth will be salty enough, I think. I might add a touch of salt. So let me actually do that right now. Pepper. These are going to be so good. So good. My husband and I are obsessed with bruschetta lately. I don't know what it is. So, let me just keep stacking green beans. I got some of the onions in here because when I pulled them out of that one jar. If I have enough to do another jar, I will. I don't think I'm going to because, which is fine. I mean, this is, and I already used some last night. I roasted some green beans for dinner. So, I probably would have had enough for all 12 of them. But that is amazing. 12, whoops, man down. 12 pints, or well, 11 pints of green beans free because my friend grew them and gave them to us. So that is so exciting. It's such a blessing. I'm just so excited. I love free food. Love it. Okay, it's a little large. Okay, I'm just stuffing them in there. Probably use a little more onion in this one because I got a little space, so why not? Get some more flavor in there. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make some more broth up. Get these filled with the broth. And I still got tomatoes left that I can use with my corn later on. So I'm excited after I eat this one. Okay, so I put my, oops, might need a little bit more juice in there. I'll top that off, and then I'm going to get my lids on, and these will just sit and wait for the other batch to be done. Okay, so the first batch is out. The second batch is going right now. And they've all sealed so far, but one. So we got one left to seal. One just went off. So that was the first batch. They look amazing. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspires you to just do what you can, get something preserved, whatever it is, whether, you know, whatever kind of food or whatever you can get preserved, whether you're dehydrating, freezing, canning, water bath canning, doesn't matter. Be sure to check out the link down below and the hashtag down below for Every Bit Counts Challenge. And I think that's it. So, hey, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. Cheers!